Hello everyone. Let's talk about job market in Germany from an academic perspective. First, let's get clear about differences between academia and industry. Keep in mind, I am project manager, so it's project manager views on industry and academia. About academia, I won't tell you much. You know it by yourself. Key differences of industry versus academia. If you have some project, this project must be closed. Is it successful or unsuccessful? It matters, but project must be closed. The same with goals. If you have goals, they must be closed successfully or unsuccessfully. If unsuccessfully with projects or goals, it will be analyzed what happens, why those goals or projects can be successfully closed, and then corresponding actions will be implemented. Within each project, there are different deadlines, milestones. Typically, with those deadlines and milestones, some kinds of reports or presentations associated. And it's my job to make those reports and presentations to inform clients, either senior management or team, about how everything is going, and so everyone will be on the same page. Then bad or negative results as important as good ones. Based on those bad or negative results, corrective and preventive actions will be developed and implemented. Everything must be very thoroughly documented. And for me, it's the biggest difference between academia and industry. And in industry, those bad or negative results are very critical, because it is very important to find those bad or negative settings earlier than later. Let's say you're doing some small things in the lab which should later down the line go into production. It is very critical to find those bad settings which where your experiment not working. It's better to find it in the lab than in production. It's money and time. Then companies' policies and rules. They are equal for everyone. Most obvious probably dress code or core working hours, when everyone must be approachable, either in the office, doesn't matter, are you in the office or in the home office or outside. Let's say you're a salesperson, everyone must be approachable. Then after your master or PhD postdoc, if you're a foreigner, then you are considered to be a highly qualified workforce. And Germany wants to keep you. To keep you, they will give you 18 months visa extension. After the date, if you PhD, if you defense on the 1st of July, so starting from 1st of July, you will get 18 months of visa extension. If you're on a contract or on scholarship, 3 months prior your scholarship or contract is ending, call this unemployment office, 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐧𝐬𝐬, and tell them that 3 months later I will be unemployed. Then you will get unemployment money, and during that time when you're getting this unemployment money, you can get additional certification or some further education course for free. It will be paid by state. Trick here, when you go to unemployment office, you will get a supervisor, and your job to explain this supervisor why do you need this course, how it will increase your chances of getting hired, and if you have in your network friend who did similar course or the same course and got a job, please tell them about it. And try to use simple language, because people in unemployment office, they not scientists and they don't care about your scientific jargon. You can throw at them. Just be very simple, precise, and concise. That's it. And be nice to everyone, because people talking and you never know. Be nice to everyone. It's a best strategy in life. If you have a chance to get an internship, do it. It's a very good idea to do an internship, because you will see from inside how this company is operating or industry is operating. Plus here, you will get this insight, and if you don't like it, you just go. No strings attached. I know people who did 4 internships in a row, and no one ever asked like why you did that. People understand that you look in something where you will be a great fit. Then if you won't stay in research, big companies usually have industrial PhD and postdoc positions. Probably it's the best way to transition more or less seamlessly from academic environment to industrial environment. You will be working kind of as a project manager. You will get those research projects with deadlines, milestones, reports. It will be more accountable and more strict than in academia. But if you won't stay in research, you can't go wrong with those. Outside of research, there are tons of opportunities. Here you can see some of them. Patent attorney candidate. I personally had no idea such career path even exists. If you love writing, you love reading, you love dive into this legal stuff, it's one of the top options for you. Consultancy. Everyone knows about consultancy. It's the best way to expand your professional network and to get to know people connected with area of your expertise. One thing which may scare you, you will be traveling a lot. You will be on the road most of the time. Never at home, not never, but like 70% of on the road, probably 30% at home. Sales. If you're interested in sales, but you're not extroverted as you think salesperson are or should be, you are wrong. I know very introverted people who doing great job as a salespeople. Because let's say if you worked on some microscope to analyze tons of samples during your time in academia, you know this device very well. You know its limitations, how you can tweak it to get better results, which samples you can analyze, which samples you cannot. And if you're only worry about your interpersonal skills, don't worry, because most of companies, they have very good onboarding plan for salespeople, where they will teach you how to talk to people, how to negotiate, and everything around. Just if you like it, it's one of the most attractive options. Last but not least, working abroad. German companies love to see if you have 1-2 years of experience abroad, especially in English-speaking country like US, Canada, UK, Australia, or Japan. A friend of mine, he struggled to find a job after finishing his PhD in from top 10 university in Europe. Then he did 1 year postdoc in Canada, and even before finishing his postdoc, he got a job offer from huge big company. Then in terms of your job application, when you're preparing it, CV must be first. If anyone interested in you, first thing they will ask is a CV. Be sure you have it, proofread it, take good care of your CV. It's the most important document. Diploma, certificates, publications. If you applying for research heavy position, then put 2-3 publications in your CV. If it's not research heavy position, like sales consultancy, then just write in your CV, publish 6 papers in peer-reviewed journals. That's it. Diploma, certificates, if you have several of them, put in one PDF, make table of content on the first page with hyperlinks. Make it easier for hiring manager or recruiter. Cover letter. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't spend too much time on your cover letter. Just connect those job requirements with your skills and explain it in cover letter, how those connected. Nothing else. If company is looking for a very specific skill, let's say you did your research, you're now in a PhD and you would love to go into company, but they require some ISO knowledge. Additional certification, you can get it there. If it's diseases and let's say you don't have experience working, let's say exactly with this disease, but with a similar one, explain it in your cover letter. And don't fall for those CV templates from the internet when people telling you like, I got job at, I don't know, Google, Apple, Microsoft, NASA using this template. Okay, it's good that this CV template is working, but CV template is only first step. If you're getting CV template, you must fill it out with information. And this information must be very good structured, first of all. And if this person got a job at some top company, this person got through 3-4 rounds of interviews, which means this person is resilient, this person is good listener, this person very disciplined, because you have to prepare each and every interview, put your best. And this person is good negotiator. So CV is a very small part of it, is very important part of it, but it's not everything. Keep that in mind. Common sense is your best answer, is your best advisor. For which positions you can go? Trainee positions, extremely attractive option. It's 24 months contract, and during that time you will be working in different departments. Let's say sales, quality, project management, production. By the end of these 24 months, you will have a very good picture and understanding how company is working and operating. Then scientist or manager positions, it's basically the same. Different companies have different names for the same thing. And typically those positions meant for freshers after PhD or master or postdoc. Senior principal position, be careful. Usually they require many years of experience, 5 or 10 plus years of experience. If it's research heavy position, again, postdoc may count as well. Even more, if they're looking for some very specific skill, let's say knowledge of some very exact protein, gene, or I don't know, rare disease, and you have it, but let's say you don't have 5+ years of experience, you have only 3 or 4 years of experience, and you have a solid track record in this area, it's a very good reason to call a recruiter and talk to them about it. Just prepare very well to this talk with the recruiter. I know for a fact that if you present yourself well, company will always, not always, most of the time, will go with less years of experience, but with your expertise. Keep that in mind. Just prepare as good as possible to these talks and negotiations. Then if you're reaching out to someone, or if someone is introducing you to people from industry, don't ask questions you see now on the screen. Those questions is the best way to ruin your first impression, because those questions don't show that you're interested in, I don't know, company's culture, how people feel working at this company. You interested in none of that. You just interested to get a job. So you not targeted in your job search. You don't have a specific goal. Let's say I want to be in sales. No, you don't care. You just which roles you can give me. If you're reaching out to someone, your message must be about the recipient, because you need information, you need those insights. And people on the other end, people in industry, they don't care. Will you write them? Will you not write them? They have their problems, they have their lives, and will they get a message in the inbox or not? They don't care. Keep that in mind. Make your message short, very clear, and about recipient. People will appreciate that always. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to me via LinkedIn. I will put link also down in the description, and have a good one until the next one.